Hello. I'm going to take a BuzzFeed quiz. I like taking these BuzzFeed quizzes just to see what I get. So I'm not sure if I said this, but I'm taking a test to see how privileged I am. Check off all the statements that apply to me. I am white. Yes, I am white. I have never been discriminated against because of my skin color. I have not. I've never been the only person of my race in a room. Well, I have been the only person ever in a room. At a given moment, of course, but, can't say that I have... I can't say that I've never been the only person of my race in the room. I'm the only person of my race in the room I'm in right now. I'm the only person in the room I'm in right now at all. I have never been mocked for my accent. I haven't. I have never been told I'm attractive for my race. Actually, I don't even know if I've ever been told that I'm attractive at all. I have never been a victim of violence because of my race. I haven't. I have never been called a racial slur. As far as I know, I haven't. I have never been told I sound white. Who gets told they sound white? A stranger has never asked to touch my hair or asked if it's real. Like, I hear people ask all the time. Like, I hear SJWs complaining about people touching their hair. It's because you have strange hair. It's not because you're black. I am heterosexual. I'm not sure if I can say this. I've never explicitly lied about my sexuality. Can't really check this one off. I can check this one. As well as these two stupid ones. And this one. I kind of have tried to hide my sexuality. Kind of, but now I'm open about it. I have no idea what PDA is. I have never pretended to be just friends with my significant other. I've never had a significant other. I have never been ostracized by my religion for my sexual orientation. I can check this one off. I've never been told I would burn in hell for my sexual orientation either. I've never been told it's just a phase. And I've never been violently threatened. I'm not a man, I'm a boy, but I guess I can check this off. I feel comfortable in the gender I was born as, and I still identify as the gender I was born in. Those are pretty much the same, so I'll check them both. I have never tried to change my gender. When I was like 6, I wanted to be a girl, but I'm out of that now. It was just a silly thing. I'm completely comfortable being male now. I make more money than my professional counterparts of a different gender. I don't have a job. I have never felt unsafe because of my gender. I'm male and I've felt unsafe for the sole purpose of being male. I have never been catcalled, and how does that make you any more or less privileged? I have never been sexually harassed or assaulted. Nope. I've never been raped. I don't work at all. My family and I have never lived below the poverty line. As far as I know, no. I don't have any student loans. I'm homeschooled. How does this make you less privileged? How does having student loans make you less privileged? It should make you more privileged, if anything. I've never gone to bed hungry. I have gone to bed hungry, maybe? I'm not sure. Like, the term hungry is very loose in this instance. You could go to bed craving food, or you could go to bed not eat, not, and you wouldn't have eaten in days. I've never been homeless. My parents don't pay some of my bills, they pay all of them. I don't rely on public transportation right now, but I will in the future. And it's going to be my choice, and you guys should respect that. And if you don't, you're all a bunch of pigs. I'm just kidding, of course. I don't buy clothes. I've never done my taxes myself. Again, this never doing your taxes, that should make you less privileged, if anything. And also, these people say that privilege is something that you earn without having to work for, but a lot of these involve doing work. Like, I have never felt poor. I have felt poor at some points. I've never had to worry about making rent. Again, I've never worked as a waiter, barista, bartender, or salesperson. How does this make you more privileged if you haven't worked as a waiter, barista, bartender, or salesperson? Also, what about waitresses? Huh? I thought you guys weren't sexist. Oh wait, you are. You make generalizations about males all the time. I have had an unpaid internship. I haven't. And if you're doing stuff and they're not paying you, then they're messed up. They should be paying you because you're actually working and you're not getting what you deserve. And I haven't had any unpaid internships. If this said I have had a plural number of unpaid internships, I'd check it because technically 0 is a plural number. Yes, I've gone to summer camp. No, I haven't gone to a private school. No, I haven't graduated high school. I'm being homeschooled. And even if I wasn't homeschooled, I would still be a freshman. And again, you have to work for this. And apparently, a privilege is something that you earn without having to work for. I went to an elite college. No. No, I haven't graduated college. I'm planning on going to university, not college. Get it right. My parents paid at least some of my tuition. I don't know what tuition is. A sum of money charged for teaching or instruction by a school, college, or university. Yeah, I suppose that they have paid my tuition. I had a car in high school. No, and I don't want a car. I've never had a roommate. That should not make you more or less privileged. I've always had cable. I actually have DirecTV now. I'm not sure if that counts. I have not traveled internationally, but I could do that, like, when I'm an adult. I travel internationally at least once a year. Again, I've never even been out of the country. Um, why are these two different? Like, seriously, these two are the same, basically. I haven't studied abroad. I've never skipped a meal to save money. I, I don't know what Sally Mae is. I spent spring breaks abroad. Why spring breaks? Some of these are oddly specific. I don't have frequent flyer miles. My parents are heterosexual. My parents are both alive. And fortunately, they're still married. I don't have any physical disabilities. I do have social disabilities. I I guess you could say I have a learning disability, but the form of autism I have has actually kind of helped me in some ways. So I guess I'll check that. I've never had an eating disorder. I haven't. I have never been depressed. Yes, I have. I have never considered suicide. That's not true. I have. But I have never attempted suicide. I have never taken medication for my mental health. I have. Like, I guess you could say autism. I mean, well, not autism. I have ADHD and I take medication for it. But I'm not sure if you could call ADHD a mental condition. I can't afford medication, but my parents can. I have never been told I'm overweight or too skinny. I've been told that I'm skinny, but not really too skinny. I have felt underweight or too skinny. I have never been shamed for my body type. I don't really consider myself to be physically attractive. Again, I can't afford a therapist. My parents can, though. Although they can't afford a bassoon. Um, I haven't used prescription drugs recreationally. I, really, BuzzFeed. If you want us to be more privileged, you want us to use prescription drugs recreationally. That's a really bad issue that's really overlooked. Much like men's rights and children's rights, too. Um, I I have had an addiction to Candy Crush once, but I think I'm over it. But sometimes when people ask me what I'm addicted to, sometimes I'll jokingly say math and airports. But, I wouldn't say I'm addicted to them, but I have had addictions before, but it was only to video games. I have never been shamed for my religious beliefs. Well, I have a friend that, when I told him that I'm an atheist, like, he showed me this documentary, um, and, like, to, try to show me that God exists, but, like, since I moved, we've kinda lost touch, but we recently got back in touch. And if you're watching this, hello. You probably know who you are. I'm not mad at it, but, anyway, I have never been violently threatened for my religious beliefs, or attacked. There's a place of worship for my religion in my town. No, I'm an atheist, and there's no place of worship for... I don't even have a religion. I've never lied about my ethnicity as a self-defense. Or my religion. Maybe I have. All of my jobs have been accommodating from my religious practices. I don't have any jobs or religion. I am not nervous in airport security lines. Actually, I'm not. I have never heard this statement. You have been randomly selected for secondary passport control. I've never heard that. I've never even heard it. Even said to someone else. I have never been called a terrorist. Nobody has ever tried to save me from my non-existent religious beliefs. I've never been cyberbullied for any of my identities. Oh, well, you guys consider even a critic a cyberbully. Oh my god, it's a cyberbully! Cyberbullying isn't really real. Like, it might get to you, but at the end of the day, if you close the screen, then it's all gone. I was bullied as a child, but not for my identities. I've never tried to distance myself from any of my identities. I have been self-conscious about my identities, and I have questioned both my dominant hand and my sexuality, and I feel privileged because of the identities I was born with. I don't feel privileged because of them. Check my privilege. Last time I took this test, I got 50. Because I accidentally checked this one, and I didn't check some of these. I got 57. Apparently, I'm quite privileged, despite being a child. But, however, I am privileged, you could say, for being able to take this test in the first place.